I've come to believe that everybody is tested ultimately, and some of us have the strength, the stamina, the wherewithal, are in touch with things that are beyond us, that we can never imagine or understand, that we simply hook onto and take the ride with. And through fear, through trepidation, through mistakes, through all that stuff, we come through it. And yeah, we have the bruises and the scars and all that sort of stuff. But in spite of that, we heal, we get up, and we go back at it again.
How are people hanging the heavier paintings without...
This is what you want to do. Now, you can get very, very small. See here?
Okay.
Look at how tiny that is. And then you got some security.
Okay.
Especially if you're going to go...
Oh, I see, okay. Because you know the way they hang, right?
And
There's the two holes on either side, and then you sort of slip it across so it's right in the middle. You got to catch the painting where the hole is, and then move it over so that it's level. It's that old style. I've had them paintings for 20 years. And they're sort of just hanging on a screw right now that's thick and long, has gone into... Okay. So really you're saying because of how heavy they are, I don't have any alternative except to put a hole in the wall to hang the thing?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying it honestly.
The Velcro style magic tape's
happens?
not going to do it? Yeah.
No, because anything that's glue, I'm just telling you.
No, that's good advice. No, that's good.
I have done many homes. I know all about it, and I have fudged it, just like you're doing right now, thinking, why can't I? And then all of a sudden, in the middle of the night, when it's 30 below, just joking.
Interesting.
And the wall gets cold, the painting will drop right onto the fireplace.
Interesting.
I'm
right.
just telling you the truth.
Okay.
If you really want to, you might as well do it properly.
So you're thinking one of these is going to support a 5 to 8 to 10 pound plaque mounted poster?
Yes. And I'll even tell you, my colleagues here.
Okay.
I think they're going to agree with this. You can put two right side by side.
Okay.
I mean, I often did that, like right side by side.
Okay. The Velcro tape is not going to do it.
No,
it's not going to hold it.
Trying to tell you.
Okay.
You do a very
no, I believe you.
And a lot of people around here are renters. So when they go to move and they do the walk-through, and you've got the big glue thing sitting there, because that's sticking on your wall now or it's stained.
Yeah.
And they go, well, you got to paint this wall. And we'll do it for you for $500.
Right.
So you're screwed because you won't get your damage deposit back until that wall's painted.
I've got holes in my walls all over at the moment from how I've hung this painting in particular. Two of them are pretty heavy. Yeah. That's right.
Right around the corner.
Spackle or $500 for the landlord when he says, what are you going to do about this? I'm glad I spoke to an expert picture putter-upper today, though.
Yes.
So, thanks. Nice talking to you, Lynn. Thanks for your help. My name's Stuart. Thanks, guys.
Now I'm going to give you something really interesting. I'm actually retired from Supreme Court chambers.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
You would not believe our backgrounds. All of us.
Supreme.
Here speaks
where you hear appeals of miscarriages from provincial court. Possibly. Which can happen.
Well,
that's
before
so
it's not going to be from provincial court if it goes to appeal.
Okay.
But all an appeal does is tell you that the judge made a mistake.
How often does that happen?
We have lots of appeals, and I shouldn't really say a mistake, but a discrepancy. There was a point that was not clear, was not made clear, and that's where the appeal comes.
And the Crown presented it, the judge didn't catch it, the defense missed it, and somebody went to jail.
Well, I don't know if I would go that far as a criminal case, but there's appeals in criminal, of course.
What was the most common point of law missed by a judge where it resulted in somebody saying, wait a minute, I need to appeal this? To do with the discovery, to do with...
I'll tell you what the most heartbreaking was the Air India trial here in Vancouver. And everybody knew, and it was very obvious that the bomb was put on in Vancouver in baggage. That's what happened.
Yeah.
But we couldn't prove it.
Wow.
It couldn't be proven.
Interesting, okay.
But the good thing that's come out of that was immediately we had reconstructed the whole baggage area for safety reasons. That's never going to happen again. But that was the most heartbreaking, to see all the people from India coming over and living here for months and months and months and months, because those trials go on and on and on and on and on. And to hear the weeping that they'd lost their loved ones and they couldn't get justice. And we couldn't give it to them because we couldn't prove it.
2:45 minutes. Okay, so to start, what's the recommendation?
Start about 4 minutes.
4 minutes?
Yeah.
And then a minute every new time, or?
As long as you have no awareness for discomfort.
Okay. Do you recommend using treatments as well for the first one, or wait a couple of sessions before you?
Always use accelerators.
Accelerators.
They help to accelerate the tan, keep it moisturized.
How long before the tans start to fade? Typically, once you've built it up after.
It usually takes 2 or 3 times a week for up to a month to get a good base.
Okay.
And it depends on your skin type. Take up until about a month.
Because I'm pretty pale. I think it would take me a while to build up skin color. 2 or 3 times a week for a month.
Yeah.
Before I look like I just got back from Acapulco, Florida. Where did you last get a real tan?
In my other job. Mexico. Probably about 2 years ago.
Nice one. Whereabouts?
PB. I can't say
Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah. I can't say it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Puerto Vallarta, don't you?
Yeah. I can say Puerto Rico. I can't say Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right. I can't.
Maybe have your direction too as a congregation locally. We can advised of a plan by the organization to hopefully sell and then reconstruct a Kingdom Hall in this location. It involves cooperation by your neighbors, and we pray that if it is your will, you'll move the minds and hearts of owners of property on either side of us to join with us in selling our property so that we can have a new Kingdom Hall. We really benefited from being here as we had the prophetic hope made more sure, being reminded of the end of unrighteousness and wickedness and injustice, pain, suffering, and all sorts of trouble. Help us to maintain our spiritual activity, Jehovah. We need the help that the scriptures provide and that our brothers can lend us as we continue to face troubling times.